Hi, hello. It's Kelly BL Chef. Welcome to the channel or welcome back. We do a lot of BL and GL here and sometimes music. In fact, we have Jeff Sator's latest song is up. If you want to go check that out, as well as um first song and June's song from the Heart Killers. We just did a reaction to that with my sisters, and that is up. But today we are with Yoshi and Agase Sarah to watch Boys in Love. Episode 2.
Hello, dearies.
I'm so excited. I love this. I loved episode 1. I'm excited to see what they're going to give us for 2.
So cute.
Really happy with episode 1. It was just so smushy and cute.
I've realized now I'm coming to terms with the fact that there are people who are super judgy. Not, and I'm not saying that in a negative way, just really critical of every little thing in these shows. I just don't think I'm ever going to be that person. And I think I'm okay with that. I always thought I was a super critical person until I watched other people.
Yeah.
I'm very much
like, really?
I'm very much a person who, like, I can watch a show and be like, objectively, I think this is a good show, or objectively, I think this is a bad show. But I can generally, no matter how good or bad it is, find some kind of joy in watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I just kind of, when I realize, oh, this show's kind of like this is not a great show, I can just kind of adjust my expectations and be like, okay, and just kind of brain off.
And we could save this for later. We could watch it, but it was even more of like the lighting in this very second of this corner of the room. This doesn't feel like sunlight lighting would be. Like, how could they do that? That level of critical. Or like, I don't know why they dressed him that way to go to the mall.
Grass.
Like that.
How do you find any enjoyment in life at all if you're going to be that level of critical?
It's great. I watch him like, oh, this is when people are like, oh, they don't do this well or they don't do that well. That's sometimes where they're coming from. And I'm just like, oh, what are we doing here? I did watch Disney. Disney wasn't great at all the lighting. Like, you know what I mean? And they're a juggernaut. So I don't know. Anyway, I was just contemplating on that the other day. And I was like, I felt like maybe I'm not critical enough. Then I was like, no, I'm happy with me. I have a good time. Let's have a good time and watch Boys in Love. See how I said it this time? It's great.
Good job. Proud of you.
ยังไม่ชนะเลยสักตามึงใจเย็นๆค่อยๆฝึกเล่นไปเดี๋ยวมึงก็ชนะเองคุ้นๆนะ
Has anybody checked to see if that keychain's in the store yet?
พอดีเรามาเจอหนังสือที่ม่อนอยากอ่านพอดีอ่ะบังเอิญเหรอวะ
There has to be 2. There will be a matching set at some point, and that's will be what is on the store.
เจอกันพรุ่งนี้นะพรุ่งนี้เจอกัน
I have too many thoughts in my brain today. I also don't like it when people get happy when they westernize the humor of Thai shows, because I'm like, no, it's a Thai show. I don't want to be like, oh, the humor is much more palatable for me now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That always feels like a very elitist approach to a show.
Guys,
it is?
The Perfect 10-liners
yeah.
Tumblr.
Yeah, called that.
Yeah.
That's what I would actually buy, though, because I do love a good cup. Oh, I love a good cup.
Yeah, did we have this last week? I don't remember.
Maybe No, they didn't last week. We didn't have the opener last week.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember seeing any of this before.
We didn't, remember, because we were complaining because there was no perfect.
Yeah. All right, little high-strung sweetie pie. How we doing this week?
4 a.m., babe? 4 a.m.?
That's some Itse stuff. Gosh. Yep. That's what time. Yeah. Look at that one. Sleeping.
Honestly, same. What?
Yeah, this is.
I'm trying to think if I ever did anything like that. That was intense. I wouldn't do it every day. It was like I would do one of those under pressure things where I maybe do an all-nighter.
I mean,
But not-
if I had something big, I'd sometimes sleep like 2 hours and wake up. But like,
not consistently like that.
Not
Not as a
this is
routine.
wild. Yeah, it's just wild.
He's trying to get his scholarship. He's trying to get out. So go overseas. Oh, you like the
อยู่
kitty.
แล้วเหรอ
Look at you smiling.
That's adorable.
ฮัลโหลมึง
So
โทษทีว่ากูตื่นสาย
Like fully
เชน
high strung.
ฝากจ่ายค่าไฟก่อนนะ เดี๋ยวที่นึงคืน thank you
Ugh.
เฮ้ยสัญญาณ
Yeah, I couldn't take all this.
เชนพี่บอกชี้
Like, I'm sorry, but I am taking a shower. How did my sisters and I do it? I don't know.
No, what's unrealistic about that is that my siblings and I would just bust in on each other.
Yeah, I was about to say, you would just go in and go to the bathroom. You do what you gotta do.
ตื่นยัง
Only child. Kind of. It's a long story.
Not this one.
Sarah's heard the
He's
story.
still not up.
กิบตื่นลูก นัดกับเชนไว้ไม่ใช่เหรอตอนเช้าอ่ะ แล้วมันจะไปทันไหมเนี่ย
Kid is me, I am him.
Oh, now Shane is the only thing that got that boy up.
Yeah.
Shane? Oh, you can put it back. You got this, little high strung.
You got this. There's a t-shirt right there. You can do it.
Look at, I mean,
Look at
it
you.
has colors on it.
Look at you. Proud of you,
Right.
bud.
Damn, this school.
This is a fancy
I know.
school.
Is it the high school from Bad Buddy?
Oh my goodness, these smiles.
Somebody pointed it out. It's a school from another show. It might be Bad Buddy.
Because the high school in Bad Buddy had those like vaulted ceilings and like big areas. Oh, the smiles at each other. Okay.
But somebody in the comments last week said it was a
Hidden
a school from
Agenda, I
another
thought.
show.
Isn't it Hidden Agenda?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, that's because that's a college.
I
This
found it
is
in a-
just...
เดี๋ยวสิ้นเดือนคืนทีเดียว
So you want him to pay the electric and the internet bill?
นี่มึงเลี้ยงแมวด้วยเหรอ
Woof.
ไม่ได้เลี้ยง น้องกูแม่งไปรับมาจากห้องข้างๆที่เขาย้ายออก เอามาแล้วก็เป็นภาระกูเนี่ย
Your burden. You smile at that
No,
little
no,
kitty
no.
every day.
ฉลาดด้วย โคตรอยู่เป็นอ่ะ เรียกทีไรนี่มาตลอดเลยนะ แล้วรู้ปะมันรู้เวลาตื่นกูด้วยนะ พอกูตื่นปุ๊บ
Look how excited he gets about
กู
the
ไม่ได้
cat.
เลี้ยงนะ กูเลี้ยงไม่ได้ กูกำลังหาเจ้าของใหม่ให้มันอยู่
Aww.
เล่นอะไรมาเนี่ย ตัวเลอะหมดเลย ไปไหน
Oh, he loves
มี
that
คนรับน้อง
cat.
ไปหรือยังคะ
He's like, they can pry this.
ขอโทษครับ
Oh, the lies.
They can pry this cat from my cold dead hands. That's what they can do.
แต่สงสัยมันไม่ค่อยน่ารักอ่ะ
That's how I felt about
โพ
Buster.
สต์ไปหลายวันแล้ว ยังไม่มีใครทักมาเลย เหรอ งั้นเอาไหมกูเลี้ยงไหม กูอยากเลี้ยงอ่ะ คนอย่างมึงเนี่ยนะจะไปเลี้ยงอะไรรอด
He
กูไม่มี
doesn't
วัน
want you
ป
to
ล่อย
have
ให้แม
that
วกู
cat.
อยู่กับมึงหรอก
He knew.
ขำอะไรอ่ะเปล่าอ่ะแล้วนี่ยังไงเนี่ย กูถูกกี่ข้อ 3 ข้อจาก 10 yes
That's not good,
Right,
bud.
ยังไม่ถึ
Wow.
งครึ่งเลยเนี่ยนะ
He's reminding me of my school president.
อย่างน้อยมันก็มีพัฒนาการป่าวะ ปกติกูได้สักข้อที่ไหน
No problems, right?
I
Does
mean,
he have a,
คนติ
you
ว
know,
ดี
I
อย่างนี้
think
แห
he
ละ
might need to get checked out or something, you know? I'm a little worried.
มาดูข้อที่มึงทำผิดมึงต้องเริ่มจากย้ายข้างก่อนแล้วมึงค่อยทำกูบอกมึงแล้วใช่ไหมทุกครั้งต้องเริ่มทำจากเครื่องหมายอะไรก่อนหารอันนี้หารกันได้เท่าไหร่16หารเสร็จแล้วต้องทำเครื่องหมายอะไรคูณเหรอคูณอันนี้คูณกันได้เท่าไหร่ไม่รู้อ่ะคูณ1เนี่ยนะมึงไม่รู้อ่ะไหนอ่ะอะไรคูณอะไร
Worried about
เนี่ย
him.
หารกันได้16คูณกับ1
times
one?
anything times 1 is just the number, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think he needs to get checked out. That's
สิ่ง
like
ที่
a
สำคัญที่สุ
that's
ดที่
like
ครูไม่ยก
early in
ให้
your
หรืออยากจะทำให้มัน
education.
สำเร็จก็คือ
Yeah.
ครูเห็นว่ามันไม่ใช่แค่เรื่องของการแต่งกาย
And he said it
แต่
with such
สิ่
a
งที่
smile on
สำคั
his
ญกว่านั้น
face.
ก็คือ ครูอยากให้โอกาสนักเรียนได้ค้นพบตัวเอง
Bless
โอกาส
his
ที่จะให้นัก
heart.
เรียนได้แสดงออกตัวตนของตัวเอง และที่สำคัญกว่านั้นก็คือ ครูอยากให้นักเรียนทุกคนมีค
You're
วาม
real proud of this.
Isn't that Pod's character speech?
มอน
Yes.
Yes.
อ้าวคิม
Oh, these two.
ดูชมรมอยู่เหรอที่นี่ชมรมเยอะดีนะ บางอันก็แปลกๆอันนี้มันคืออะไรหรอ อันนี้นะ
That
เป็น
one.
พวกให้เด็กได้พักผ่อนเก็บคะแนนกับฟรีๆแต่เราไปลงทะเบียนไม่ทันหรอก เพราะว่าเต็มเมื่อแต่วินาทีแรกอ่ะ เห็นว่ามันว่าต้องยัดเงินใต้โต๊ะครูด้วยนะหรอ มีอะไรอย่างงี้ด้วยหรอ ก็โรงเรียนน่ะนะแล้วคิมคิดว่าจะเข้าชมรมไหนหรอ อ๋อแต่ว่าจะเข้าชมรมเล่าเรื่อง
Spooky Stories Club.
Oh, okay.
เล่าถึงชมรมวรรณกรรมอ่ะ
Did he read his response and move his finger?
เหมือนกันเลย
He did.
ตอนแรกนึกว่าจะไม่มีเพื่อนซะแล้ว งั้นเดี๋ยวเจอกันครับชมรมนะคิม
Yeah.
ครับ
You will see him anywhere you are going to be.
Yeah.
This little face.
Oh
Oh
my
my
goodness.
God.
I gotta get used to the fact that this is just a flirting show.
โคตรน่ารักอ่ะ
What? He's gone. Oh, he is down horrendous.
So down bad.
เอาละค่ะนักเรียน ตอนนี้ก็ถึงคาบชมรมแล้วนะคะ วันนี้เป็นวันแรกที่นักเรียนจะต้องสมัครเข้าชมรมที่นักเรียนสนใจ ซึ่งแต่ละชมรมก็รับจำนวนจำกัดนะคะ ขอให้นักเรียนรีบไปสมัคร ถ้าหากไปช้าและไม่ทัน นักเรียนจะต้องหาชมรมใหม่ค่ะ
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
เชนเตะบอลเปล่าไม่อ่ะกูเตะไม่เป็นตอนนี้มึงไม่รีบไปเข้าชมรมเหรอ
I don't know
Here's
how.
my
I
wa.
wonder
You
if
know what
there
I
was
think, yeah.
only somebody who could teach me how to
Let me
play
see how some of them are.
football.
คณิตอะดิ รู้ดีนะมึงอ่ะ คนหนึ่งมึงจะไปเดายากอะไรวะ
Aw.
จริงๆกูก็อยากเข้าชมรมอื่นเหมือนกันไหนๆปีนี้ก็ปีสุดท้ายแล้ว แต่กูยังคิดไม่ออกเลย ว่าจะเข้าชมรมอะไรงั้นมึงก็ลองไป explore ดูดิไปเดี๋ยวกูพาไปหาชมรมไม่ใช่เอง
Oh,
Oh, he grabbed your hand.
ตามมาก่อน
not his wrist like they usually do. His hand.
Mhm. I don't know if this cast is even calibrated for
Yeah.
just they're so extra in real life.
Oh, you're such a nerd. It's so cute.
This is reminding me of my school president.
I was just saying, wasn't there something about the crossword
Yeah, that
club
was
in my
the
school
club he was
president?
in.
For
Yeah.
easier words.
Yeah. อันนี้ปะ นี่แหละ
Oh, you're a swimmer.
Oh,
Okay.
ดีแล้วแหละเชน
okay.
เด็กเรียนเก่งอย่างเธอก็ต้องออกกำลังกายเพื่อดูแลสุขภาพบ้าง
ผมว่ายน้ำไม่เป็นนะครับเลยอยากลองเรียนพอดี
Does he have time for
แล้วนอก
that?
จาก
I feel like he
กางเกง
doesn't
ว่าย
have
น้ำ
time
เตรีย
for
มอุป
this.
กรณ์อะไรมาอีกไหมครับ
ไม่ต้องหรอกเพราะยังไงเราก็มาเดินลงสระอยู่แล้วล่ะ
อะไรนะ
สระของโรงเรียนอะมีไว้สำหรับนักกีฬาตัวจริงซ้อมเท่านั้น ส่วนพวกเธอเดี๋ยวว่ายบนบกก็พอบ
นบกเหรอ
What?
ใช่
What?
อ่ะกลุ่มนั้นอ่ะ
Oh
เห
my
ยียดแขนขึ้น
gosh.
เหยียดแขนขึ้นเหยียดแขนขึ้นน่าดูแปลกประหลาดอยู่คนเดียวอีกแล้วพุทธ
No.
No, I'm sorry.
อันนี้นะ
I would join the coffee club.
นี่อ่ะ
But should you join the coffee club?
นี่
Yes.
ผมอยากอยู่ชมรมนี้ เพราะว่าผมอยากพัฒนาทักษะการคิดเชิงกลยุทธ์
Okay.
เพื่อ
All
จะได้
right.
นำไปปรับใช้กับชีวิตประจำวันครับ คือกูว่า
Oh man. No, not funny. I didn't
He's
realize
like, who's
that
shit?
they're the same
แม่ง
height.
มีแต่ชมรมงี่เง่ามึงใจเย็นดิวะไอ้เชนยังเหลือชมรมที่เด็กตั้งเยอะเดี๋ยวก็ใจชมรมที่ใช่เองอ่ะพอเหอะแค่นี้กูก็รู้สึกโง่ลงไปเยอะพอแล้ว
Aw.
กูกลับไปชมรมคณิตเหมือนเดิมดีกว่าพวกมึงเครียดไปไว้ยเชนกูไม่ได้เครียดมึงชิวๆได้บ้างปะวะนี่มันชมรมนะเว้ยมันก็แค่เป็นคาบที่ปล่อย
I
ให้
think
เด็
it's
ก
just
มา
anything
ทำกิ
for
จกรรม
him.
ร่วมกันอ่ะมึงจะไปจริงจังอะไรนักหนาวะขำๆมึงดิ
Because his
กูไม่ได้อยาก
future rides on all these
ถ้ากูต้องเสีย
decisions.
เวลากับอะไรสักอย่างหนึง
You're
อะ
making
กู
rich
ต้องเห็น
kid
เป้าหมาย
decisions.
ว่ากูทำไปแล้วมันได้ประโยชน์อะไร กูจะไปเสียเวลากับอะไรไร้สาระเพื่อกูต้องจริงจังทุกเรื่องเลยเหรอวะ
Yeah, he
กู
does.
โอเคที่มึง
Yeah,
เป็นอ
he
ย่างนี้จริง
does.
ๆอ่ะกูไม่คุยกับคนอย่างมึงหรอก
Yeah, you.
คนอย่างมึงแม่งจะไปเข้าใจอะไร
I was gonna say you wouldn't understand.
แล้วคนอย่างกูนี่มันทำไมวะ
Ooh.
มึงร
Ooh.
วย
Wow,
พ่
he
อแม่
said
มา
it.
ซัพพอร์ต
Okay.
มึงจะใช้ชีวิตไร้ประโยชน์แค่ไหน
Damn.
มึงก็ยังมีพ่อแม่คอยโอบมึงอยู่ดี กูไม่ได้เป็นแบบมึงนะ แล้วไม่
It's
ได้อยากจะ
true.
เป็นด้วย
Wow. This is only the second episode. That
Right.
realization isn't supposed to come till
นี่
4 or
มึงโกรธกู
5.
เหรอมึงถามกูว่าพูดกับมึงตรง
I mean,
ๆ แล้วมาโกรธกูเฉย
oh, wow.
มึงกลับไปชมรมคณิตมึงเถอะกูว่าจะไปชมรมกูเหมือนกัน
I mean, he's not wrong,
นี่มึงมี
sweet
ชมร
pie.
มแล้วเหรอชมรมอะไรวะ สุขกายสบายชีวี
Shocking.
กูไม่แปลกใจเลย
Yeah. Why does he look mad?
ครูก็นึกว่าเธอจะหนีไปชม
Because
ร
he
มอื่น
took
ซะ
so long to sign
Oh
up
my
for it.
god.
He's over here like these hoes ain't loyal.
ครูล้อเล่น ครูรู้ว่าเธอไปไหนไม่รอดหรอกเฮ้ยไม่ใช่ดิครูรู้ว่าเธออะไปไหนไม่ได้หรอก
Okay,
เธอ
okay,
เหมาะกับ
calm
ชมรม
down.
นี้ที่สุดแล้ว
Let him live a little.
อันนี้คือโจทย์สอบกลางภาคของเด็กมหาลัยครั้งล่าสุดนะ ครูลองขอเพื่อนที่เป็นอาจารย์สอนมหาลัยไหมพวกเธอลองฝึกดูอะลองทำดูนะ
I was the opposite of him. I was in every club I could get into so that my transcripts would be like, she's active in clubs.
Yeah.
I was in no clubs until my senior year, and then I was in a lot of clubs.
The running joke was picture day. They did all the clubs on the same day. And so I was trying to manage the pictures and run
เอาล่ะ
from spot to
วันนี้วัน
spot.
แรก กูอยา
So
กให้นักเรียน
whole
ทุกคนเนี่ย
Everyone was
แชร์หนังสือ
laughing.
ที่ตัวเองชอบมาคนละ
Not
เล่ม
at me.
เริ่มจากม่อนก่อนเลยแล้วกัน
Oh, sweetie.
ผมชอบหลายเล่มมากเลยครับ
Aw.
ผมเลือกไม่ถูก
ยกขึ้นมาเล่มหนึ่งที่แวบเข้ามา
That's
ก่อน
real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
งั้นคงเป็นแฮมเล็ตของวิลเลียมเชกสเปียร์ครับ
Whoa.
มันเป็นเรื่อง
Okay.
เกี่ยวกับการแย่งบัลลังก์ในเครือญาติชนชั้นสูง
Hamlet as a
ที่หมาย
favorite
ถึงพิษ
is a
That's-
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ทำให้ผม
That's
กลับไปอ่าน
choice.
เรื่อง The Merchant of
The
Venice
Merchant of Venice? Who are you,
Nice.
sir?
จนผมเป็นแฟนของเชคสเปียร์ไปเลยครับ
Okay, you know what? I did go through a
Juliet.
Shakespeare phase. I get it.
เราเคยอ่านเหมือน
Twelve
กัน
Night's a good time.
แล้ว
I love
Ah,
Twelfth
Midsummer
Night.
Night's Dream,
I
yeah.
directed Midsummer,
ยังเลยครับ ผม
a
หาไม่ได้
70s version.
งั้นเดี๋ยวครูให้ยืม
Much Ado About
Maybe I
Nothing
can
is my
look at
favorite, though.
I
I'll
love Much
put it on
Ado
the
About
ที่หนึ่งใน
Nothing.
ใจก็
It's my
The
favorite.
Mockingbird ครับ The Catcher in Line ครับ
Oh, sweetie,
my
what
God,
is
we're
your
just doing the
favorite?
ขอเป็นนักเขียน
classics.
แล้วกันนะครับไม่มี
Guys,
นั
the
กเขียนตัวไหน
classics
บน
are
โล
not
ก
that
ที่จะ
great.
เขียนโศกนาฏกรรม
Also, I
เพื่อ
didn't
สร้างความ
realize
ส
they
ง่า
were
งามของมนุษย์
universal.
ได้เท่ากับ
You
เอา
know?
ไปกามูแล้วครับ
Yeah, that
ก่อน
too.
ที่ผมมาชิมกา
I would
แฟ
be
ครับ
so out of
ได้
place.
รสจิต
They'd
ภู
be
มิศั
like,
กดิ์
"Oh, I've read
นิสิต
all
อั
of
กษ
these
รจุฬาที่โดน
classic
โจรกด
novels,"
ทับ
and I'd be
ส
like,
งคราม
"So
นารีภา
there's
พ
this book about
War and
gay
Peace?
Chinese sword
That's
wizards."
nobody's
ไม่มี
favorite.
ใครอ่านไซไฟกันเลยเหรอเอาจริงๆผมเลือกไม่ถูกระหว่าง
Nobody loves War
ไท
and
ม์แมชชีน
Peace
ข
that
อง
much.
H.G.
No.
Wells
Time
กับ
Machine
ดู
by
ของ
H.G. Wells is a good
banter
one.
Okay,
ตอนเนี้ย
Dune.
ดู
I
เริ่
get
มแม
that.
สแล้ว
Okay.
ฉะนั้นผมขอเป็นไทม์แมช
Time
ชีนแล้วกัน
Machine.
ไซไฟที่
Okay.
ดีที่สุดก็ต้องฟาวเดชั่นปะไม่จริงนะถ้าผลงานของไอแซคอาซิมอฟ
None of those are the best sci-fi. I'm gonna straight up say
ตอน
that.
นี้ยังไม่ใช่เวลาแลกเปลี่ยนคิมล่ะเธอคนสุดท้ายแล้ว
This
Oh,
is
ไหน
for
ลอง
me,
บอกหน่อยสิ
baby.
ชอบที่สุด
Hi.
ในเล่มมึงสิ
Oh,
Say
sweet,
what you
sweet.
feel.
Yeah, there's no
Live your
wrong
truth.
answer, honestly.
The pressure. Oh, that'd be so much.
Oh, that was a lot of stuff.
โดเรมอนครับ
Is there a book for that? It's like a comic book
Isn't
thing,
it a
right?
comic? I think it's
Yeah.
a comic.
Of a manga.
Oh, don't laugh at him.
It's still literature. I'll fight you.
Oh, that's rude.
Ugh.
But I was around those type of smart people
ในคิม
as
ลองบอก
well.
เพื่อน
I
ๆสิว่า
get that.
ทำไมเธอถึงชอบโดเรมอน
Those are the kind of people that they say that they're smart and I think they're dumb.
Mhm.
เพราะมันสนุกครับ
Because thinking that way makes you
ตอนที่
elitist.
ผ
It
ม
doesn't
ชอบ
make you
ที่สุด
smart.
เป็นตอนที่โดเรมอนกลับโลกอนาคตไปแล้ว แต่โนบิตะกินน้ำยาโกหก แล้วพูดออกมาว่าโดเรมอนจะไม่กลับมา แต่สุดท้ายคำนั้นก็เป็นคำโกหก โดเรมอนกลับมาหาโนบิตะอีกครั้ง ตอนนี้มันสอนให้ผมรู้ว่า ถึงบางอย่างมันอาจดูเป็นไปได้ยากแค่ไหน มันก็ไม่ได้หมายความว่าจะเกิดขึ้นไม่ได้ครับ
Smart boy.
รู้
And
ใช่
good
ปะ
on
ที่
you
มันเป็นแบบนั้น
saying
อ่ะ
what you
แค่เพราะ
feel.
สำนักพิมพ์อะบังคับให้นักเขียนเขียนต่อเฉยๆทั้งที่มันจบไปแล้ว ตอนที่ดีที่สุดคือตอนที่โดบิตะกับเพื่อนๆไปตะลุยยุคหิน
ความพิเศษไม่นับดิวะ
เราชอบดูตอนเวทมนต์อะว่าสนุกดีนะดูวิภาคเนี้ย
Oh, now they're joining in. Good job being yourself. Oh, what's that face? Oh, he didn't like that. Why is he looking like that? Interesting.
I don't know.
Huh.
Maybe because I wonder if he was the only one in the room that actually said his favorite, and the rest were just giving books that make you seem smart because they're
Mm.
classics.
ไม่อ่ะ ยังไงโค้ดละกันที่ให้กูอยู่ละแล้วมึงอ่ะ
กูต้องกรุ๊ปไลน์เช็คคนที่จะเข้าชมรมเดียวกับกูละ มีแค่8 คนเอง ชมรมรับตั้ง 50 เหลือที่อีกเยอะ
ชมรมอะไรวะ
ภาพยนตร์เพื่อการเปลี่ยนแปลงสังคม
เชี่ยโคตรเดียว
ไอ้เปอร์
I kind of love that
มึงว่า
hat.
เพื่อนเรากำลังมีความ
Me
รักเปล่าวะ
too. I think he looks adorable.
That's such a Yoshi hat,
มึงไม่ได้หมายถึง
honestly.
ไอ้คิมเว้ย กูหมายถึงไอ้เชน
ไอเชนมีความรักเหรอ
I don't think I could pull it off, but it's
ก็
cute
ช่วง
as
นี้เอา
hell.
แต่อยู่กับไอ้กิจ
No, I think you could pull it off. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I think it looks
It's
great
a
on
you
you.
มอง
hat.
ไม่ออกจริงเหรอวะบางทีกูเบื่อจะคุยกับมึงเนี่ย มันไปติวกันเช้าเที่ยง เย็นก็ไปติวกันที่บ้านอีก มึงเคยเห็นไอ้เชนใช้เวลากับใครขนาดนี้ปะล่ะ
He's not listening.
เฮ้ย นี่มึงยังฟังกูอยู่ปะเนี่ย
No.
ก็มึงบอกมึงเบื่อจะคุยกับกูไม่ใช่เหรอ
Oh, he's being a
ตอนแรกกูคิดว่าเดี๋ยวมึงหรือคิมก็คงจะมีแฟน แต่อย่างน้อยกูเหลือไอเชนที่ยังโสดเป็นเพื่อน นี่ถ้าเกิดไอเชนไม่มีแฟนขึ้นมาจริงๆ กูถูกทิ้งคนเดียวดิ
กูไม่ทิ้งมึงหรอก
Aww.
Aww.
Wait, they don't advertise them like a ship, so I feel like
กูเชื่อมึงก็โง่ดิ
yeah. They're
I
not
was
gonna
gonna say,
go
I feel
there.
like this is gonna be one of those like moments.
Because they haven't marketed
เย็น
them
เหี้ย
together.
ร้อนมั้ง
Oh, Mary
Funny,
Shelley
you
is
know?
such a baddie. Love her.
เดี๋ยวเรากลับกันนะคิม
Okay, what's wrong,
กูเรียนพิ
buddy?
เศษไม่ทัน ไว้เจอกันนะ
Or did
Hell,
he
what's his-
think he might be a snob?
He might
That's
be
what I
smart.
was
It's true.
thinking.
That's true.
That those books, because they met over books, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You gotta go there after your fight.
Well, this is awkward.
Him being in a robe does not help his argument.
Not even a little.
I'm sorry, it's not a robe, it's a blanket. Still.
Not better.
Yeah,
Not better.
วันนี้กูไม่มีอารมณ์ติวอ่ะ
Oh my god.
he is upset.
มึงโกร
You
ธเรื่อง
did
เมื่อกลางวัน
ask
เหรอ
him, like, why are you so mad?
นี่กูมีสิทธิ์โกรธมึงด้วยเหรอ
ทำไม
You're
มึงถาม
mad
มัน
about
วะ
being called rich?
ความโกรธมันก็คือหนึ่งในอารมณ์พื้นฐานของมนุษย์ ที่จะช่วยให้คนเราปลอดภัย
Okay, there's like a okay. I was like, is his head smoking or am I high?
กูพูดจาไม่ดีกับมึง ถ้ามึงจะโกรธกูก็ได้แหละ
It's also true though.
I was genuinely sitting here like, am I having a stroke? It looks like his head is smoking.
แล้วไง มึงรู้ว่ากูโกรธ แล้วมึงจะง้อกูปะล่ะ
อ้าว แล้วสิ่งที่
What
กู
does that
กำลัง
mean?
ทำอยู่มันเรียกว่าอะไรวะ
Also, ew.
Okay, okay.
You are a little rich
Maybe
brat.
we'll
Like,
have
he's
a-
not wrong.
มึงถึงจะเห็นว่ากูง้อ
Also, Kit, he went 90. You need to go 10.
มึงลองเต้นนี้ให้กูดูหน่อยดิ
Oh my god.
ไม่เอา
Make him do a TikTok dance.
เชื่อมึงอย่าไร้สาระได้ป่าวว่ากิจ อ๋อ นี่คือการง้อกูเป็นเรื่องไร้สาระไปแล้วใช่ป่ะ
งั้นมึงช่วยอธิบาย
Oh,
กูหน่อยนะ
you're
ว่า
working
ไอ้
my
การเต้น
nerves
ท่า
right
เชี่ยเนี่ยมัน
now,
เกี่ยวอะไรกับการง้อ
mister.
เรื่องวิชาการสัก5 นาทีได้ป่าวะ สรุปมึงจะเต้นไม่เต้น มึงนี่แม่ง
He's a bit of a brat. That's a brat right there. Because he
Yeah.
didn't even like check in on like, why do you feel this way? What's going on in your life that makes you so intense?
I think Kit needs to go visit Shane at home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
'Cause
Big.
The
Oh
fact
no.
that Shane
Thank you.
has to do this to make up to him for being a rich kid. Can't. Oh, sweetie.
ห้ามขำ กูพยายามที่สุดแล้ว ได้แค่
He
นี้แหละ
really likes you, actually. That's what we are seeing here. He like really likes you.
ทีนี้จะหายโกรธกูได้ยัง
ยังอ่ะ กูยังไม่เห็นกับตากูเลยไหนมึงลองเต้นให้กูดู
Okay, sir.
มึงจะเกินไปแล้วนะ
กูล้อเล่น ดีกันนะ ดีกัน
But are you gonna acknowledge that you do have some privilege here,
No.
sir?
Absolutely not.
That's kind of bothering me.
ดียัง
I guess that's fourth or fifth episode.
ได้ยัง
Because that was like he had to do way too much work.
Oh, 4 out of 10. We're going up.
Numbers going up.
เฮ้ย yes กูทำได้เพิ่มอีกแล้วอ่ะ
เพิ่มขึ้นแค่ข้อเดียวเนี่ยนะ ดีใจเวอร์ไปปะ
เอ้า ก็คนเก่งอย่างมึงจะไปเข้าใจอะไรวะ ปกติกูทำไม่ได้สักข้อ นี่กูทำได้ตั้ง4 ข้อ มึงเป็นกูมึงจะไม่ดีใจเลยไง
What's that face?
กูขอโทษมึงจริง ๆ นะ ที่กูพูดจาไม่ดีใส่มึงอะ
Okay, why are we still apologizing?
You're apologizing to him for giving him cold hard facts? Really?
มึงจะขอโทษกูทำไม
There it is.
ก็ดีกันแล้วไม่ใช่เหรอ
Oh, no.
It's กูยังไม่ได้พูด
Yeah.
ความจริงออกไปไง
I don't think he needs to have to do this, but maybe with a
คื
little
อตอนนั้นกู
privileged
หงุดห
brat,
งิด
you
ตัวเอง
do.
อะ
With yourself.
กูไม่ชอบหรอกที่ชีวิตกูต้องจริงจังตลอดเวลา
You have a reason to be.
มันเหมือนกูติดอยู่กับอะไรสักอย่าง แต่กูไม่รู้ว่าจะหลุดออกจากมันยังไง กูก็เลยพานใส่มึง พอลึก
This worries me.
ๆ กูอิจฉามึง อิจฉากู ทำไมคนเก่งๆ แบบมึงจะต้องมาอิจฉากูด้วยวะ
You don't have to.
Kung
You
may
can
ความสุข
be
กับอะไรง่ายๆ
happily dumb. I don't want to call him dumb.
No, dumb is
นั่นเป็นสิ่ง
appropriate.
ที่กูทำไม่ได้ มันเหมือนทุกครั้ง พอกูเริ่มสนุก มันจะมีเสียงกระซิบที่ข้างหูกูว่า นี่ไม่ใช่สิ่งที่เหมาะสำหรับมึง
Oh.
Oh, my heart.
ตัวเลขเหมือนเดิมเถอะ
Ugh.
แล้วสุดท้ายกูก็พาตัวเองกลับมาอยู่ที่จุดเดิม
Maybe he
Yeah,
needs
this
to
is-
hear
วัน
that.
Is this getting to you, bud?
ใช่ก็เปลี่ยนไปทำโจทย์ใหม่ที่ยากกว่า แล้วกูก็เริ่มไม่รู้ตัวแล้วว่ากูทำไปทำไม
งั้นมึงก็ไม่ต้องไปสนใจเสียงพวกนั้นดิวะ มึงก็ตะโกนออกไปเลย
I don't know if you should be
Wait,
taking
wait,
advice
wait.
from this kid.
ปล่อยให้กูได้ไปทำอะไรสนุกๆบ้าง
Because I don't think he fully understands the gravity of your situation. I mean, yes, I want you to
มัน
have
สาย
fun,
ไปแล้วล่ะ
but and maybe that's the
ตอนนี้
point.
กูกลั
I
บมาอยู่
think
ชมรมคณิตเหมือนเดิมละ
he will have to see it eventually.
ก็คงต้องอยู่ไปอีกปีว่ะ ซึ่งแม่งคือปีสุดท้ายแล้ว
ก็ไม่เห็นเกี่ยวเลยปะวะ มึงรู้ใช่ไหมว่า นอกโรงเรียนยังมีอะไรสนุกๆให้เราทำอีกตั้งเยอะแยะ มา ไปกูดีกว่า ไปเร็ว
ไปไหน
มาเถอะ ไปเร็ว
Okay, I want him to have fun, but at some point we are acknowledging this rich kid thing. Or it's gonna work my nerves.
นี่มึงพากูมาทำอะไรเนี่ย
มาสนุกไงไปสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับดูครับ
อ้าวไงเกต
สวัสดีครับพี่สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
วันนี้ผมพาเพื่อนที่โรงเรียนมาจอยด้วยคนหนึ่งครับพี่
โอเคได้ จัดไป เดี๋ยวพวกกูลองทำข้างในนะ
ได้ครับ รู้จักกับพี่ๆเขาในเกมอ่ะ ทุกคนนิสัยดีหมด ไม่มีใครแปลกๆผมไม่ต้องกลัว มาเดี๋ยวกูใส่เสื้อให้
ทำไมมัน
I
ต้
don't
อง
know if
ใส่
this is
อะไร
the first thing I would do
มัน
to
จะมีไฟ
get him
ไฟ
to have
เดียวเนี่ย
fun.
เออนะมึงก็รู้เอง
เฮ้ย ปืนเลยเหรอวะ
เออ ไม่เจ็บหรอก เท่เหมือนกันนะเนี่ย
Yeah, no, that looks like fun. That looks fun as hell.
Yeah.
I never enjoyed it, so maybe that's why.
Love laser tag.
Got this, little buddy.
Yeah, he's a little too high strung for that. This is where I was like, if he's as high strung as I was as a kid, it would take a minute.
You got one. Good
He
job.
did. Now he might relax and have some fun. I did not.
Are they on the same team?
ไม่เชน เขายิงทีมตรงข้าม
Yeah.
ยิงตัวเองทำไมเนี่ย
You could have explained something to
อ้าว
him.
เหรอพี่เชนอย่าไปไหน
Oh, well, he had fun. Oh no.
Oh,
มึงมาทำอะไรห้องกูเนี่ย ลุกได้แล้วเกะกะ
กูลุกไม่ขึ้น กูไม่มีแรง กูกำลังเฮิร์ตอยู่
เขาแค่จะรีบไปเรียนพิเศษ มึงจะนอยเพื่อ
ไอ้ปืนนั้นผ้ากู
ขอยืมหน่อย
มึงต้องยืมก่อนใช้เปล่าวะ
ประเด็นคือม่อนเขารู้แล้วเว้ย
yeah, you probably should ask to borrow it before you're
Yeah,
actively
ew.
using it.
Boys.
ม่อนเขาอ่านเชคสเปียร์ส่วนกูอ่านโดเรมอนเขาคงรู้แล้วแหละว่ากูอ่ะไม่คู่ควรกับเขาอ่ะ
Oh my gosh.
ความรักมันทำให้คนโง่ลงจริงๆว่ะ
That's true.
มันก็ไม่ได้เว้ย เพื่อนเราไม่โง่อยู่แล้ว
That's also possibly true.
ไอคิมโทรศัพท์มึงอะ
กูไม่คุยกับใครทั้งนั้นอ่ะ
แต่มอนโทรมานะ
Obsessed with him. I am obsessed with him in this role.
The switch up was so quick. He said,
He's hilarious.
He's a puppy.
ม่อน
คิมเราอ่านโดเรมอนถึงตอนน้ำยาโกหกแล้วนะ มันดีที่ติด
Oh,
ด้วย
he
อะ
hadn't read it, so he
ไม่ดิ
couldn't
มันเป็นเพราะเราได้
relate.
ฟังคิมวิเคราะห์มาก่อนแล้วแหละ
Did he get all the Doraemon
ไม่คิดลึกซึ้งอะไร
comics?
เดี๋ยวก่อนนะ นี่ม่อนไม่ได้โกรธเราอยู่เหรอ
ฮะ
Look at all the
ทำไม
books.
อ่ะ
Oh my
"Oh, he
god.
felt left out because he hadn't
One
read
is
them.
louder.
That's why he was
Wow.
being weird."
Oh my god.
ความจริงคือ
เราไม่เคยอ่านโดเรมอน
Oh my god.
อะไรนะ
อย่ารอนะ ตอนแรกเรานึกว่ามันเป็นแค่การ์ตูนเก่าๆ ที่ดังในยุคพ่อแม่อะเราเลยไม่ได้สนใจ
จนวันนี้เราเห็นเพื่อนทุกคนเคยอ่านกันหมดแล้วอะ
Oh my god.
เราไม่งโคตรแปลก
He
ว่ะ
went and got all of that's like several hundred worth
หนัก
of
มากเลยนะ
dollars.
ก็มีอนิเมะด้วย ม่อนไม่เคยดูทีวีตอนเด็กเลยเหรอ ขอโทษ คนเราก็อาจจะชอบมันคนละอย่างก็ได้ไง เนาะ
เราอายอ่ะ เราคิดว่าถ้าอยู่ต่อเราจะคุยกับคิมไม่รู้เรื่อง เราก็เลยรีบออกมาหาซื้ออ่านไง
งั้นแสดงว่า
That's
ม่อนก็ไม่ได้โกรธเราใช่ไหม
ก็ไม่เข้าใจว่าทำไมคิดว่าเราโกรธอ่ะ
นั่นดิเนาะ
Because you made a stank face and walked away?
ยังไงก็ขอบคุณนะ ที่แนะนำการ์ตูนดีๆให้ คือถ้าชีวิตนี้ไม่ได้อ่าน คือถือว่าโคตรพลาดเลยนะเนี่ย ยังไงเดี๋ยวเราจะรีบอ่านให้จบ แล้วมาคุยด้วยนะ
Soon, he just powered through these books like yum yum yum. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're stinking cute. That's a lot of books he
it's
got.
so many
Look at
books.
that boy.
สนุกนะมึงอะอ่ะเติมพลัง
Lactosoy.
เปิดมึงวิ่งยิงซะขนาดนั้น
ขอบคุณนะ
He needs some energy.
He does, and the best way to get energy is with lactosoy.
A warm milk while you're.
Not a wink. Not a wink, Yoshi. The fourth wall break and the wink, I can't.
ตาหน้ามึงก็อย่ายิงทีมตัวเองอะกูขอโทษ เอาเถอะ
I forgot I had my eye patch on, so it just like
ไม่ชอบยิงปืนเหรอ
Yeah.
ไม่ชอบกูอะอะไรวะเนี่ย
Taking pictures in the background while they drink warm milk.
that was the Super Smash Brothers announcer.
Their smiles.
Pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm. He's having a blast. All right, we're playing this game for a while. Okay.
When trees
Oh,
What are you looking at, bud?
You're really looking. Yo, you did not break contact.
Hi.
Look.
เรื่องตอนกลางวันอะ
You're gonna apologize for being a brat.
จริงๆแล้วกูไม่ได้โกรธมึงเลยนะเว้ย
Redeem yourself.
กูแค่โกรธตัวเองมากกว่า
That's right, kid.
ที่เป็นได้แค่คนไร้
I
ประโยช
love
น์
you, Kelly.
Aww.
กูอยากให้มึงเห็นว่ากูดีกว่านั้น
Aw.
ไม่รู้เหมือนกันว่าทำไม
Yeah, you do. I know you're not looking at his eyes.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of staring at his lips for not knowing why you feel like that. All right, sir.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Episode 2?
Hello. Oh. Oh, so we're...
Ah!
Oh, we're playing the feud.
Whoa!
Oh, we're playing the feud. Okay.
Episode 2? They said bad buddy in your face.
They said not a high five.
Oh, and we're going back in. We're going back in.
You know, we said this was about boys in love and not boys trying to find love. So we got to establish that early on.
Yes! I was like, where are they the whole episode?
Oh, yeah, we didn't get any teacher love.
What show with Mook is he watching?
Looks like a horror.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, that's Peaceful Properties.
Oh,
Is it?
ยังไม่
oh.
กลับอีกเหรอครับ
No, this is not the same director. I keep thinking
Yeah,
it is. It's not.
ว่าจะเตรียมการสอบพรุ่งนี้สัก
Because
หน่อย
that's Jan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, it is. It is.
Yeah. That's funny.
I've entirely missed anything that they have said to one another because I was trying to figure out the
Did they say
Peaceful
anything?
Properties thing.
Oh my God. Did they say anything?
I think he did say something to him. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
I
wrong.
don't know. Can we go back?
Sorry,
I
let's-
totally missed
yeah.
it.
Oh, boy, did I go back.
You could have just left it there. I wouldn't have minded.
ยังไม่กลับอีกเหรอครับ
Oh, okay. That's what.
ยังครับ ว่าจะเตรียมการสอบพรุ่งนี้สักหน่อยอะ
I am not realizing he was still there. What are you talking about, sir? You just hang out at school watching. Why are you still there?
I'm a little afraid he might be sleeping in that room.
I was thinking the same
I'm wondering,
thing.
like, why would you not go home and watch that in your bed, like us?
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
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 Oh, he gave.
Oh.
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 Whoa.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Jubilee. 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 Jubilee.
ฟังครับ ใช่ซะนะ จะได้ไม่เสียงดังรบกวนคนอื่น
I mean, he's not wrong, but he ain't had to do it like that. He could have chucked it over there and been like, "Yo, put on some headphones." Not seductively plug them in ears while standing over him and staring down at him.
Yeah, I'm just bratty enough or petty enough that I'd take them off and take the jack out of the computer.
I would be in the corner like, what are we?
I would be like, I cannot believe I disturbed you. I'm so sorry.
ทัศนศึกษากับโรงเรียน ไอ้คิมวางแผนจะสารภาพรักกับม่อน
คิมพอบมอนนะครับ
ด้วยตุ๊กตานั่นน่ะนะ
No?
ส่วนผมก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันว่านี่มันเกิดอะไรขึ้นระหว่างผมกับกิจกันแน่
I mean, yeah, kiss.
ติดตามกันนะครับ
Okay.
Something gay is happening in Oz.
Now I'm just trying to put something gay in every musical song in my head. You did that. It's the last gay night. Sorry. Keep going.
What is this feeling so sudden and new? Gayness, unadulterated gayness. For your face, your voice, your...
Oh,
Never mind.
I know what rhymes. Sorry, neighbors. I hit the thing. Oh, we all went there. It just works.
Yes!
Oh, that's funny. Well, that's funny.
I don't care who
Okay.
you are. That's funny right there.
Uh,
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Good job, little next gen. Good
yeah,
job.
that was a cute episode.
my face
Super
hurts
cute.
again from all the smiling. So
Yeah.
Very sweet. I'm glad they. I was like, fix it, because little brat was getting on my nerves. I was having a hard time with that one.
Yeah, I don't think he was. He hurt his feelings because he said he was useless, and I get that. But also, you are rich and dumb, and like you do have that safety net. But
you're
also,
not. Yeah, he's not taking anything seriously. So like,
Nothing.
but also, we're in our 30s and can see that, and he's 17. So
And he doesn't have any. It is clear he has no. Even as a rich person, he has no context or referential point to understand what Shane's going through.
at
Yeah.
all,
So,
he has
because
no
I'm like,
clue.
you're
really want-
smiling while you can't do your one multiplications, and you're smiling.
I really looking forward to when because he's inevitably going to go over to Shane's, see his room, see the way he has to take care of his siblings. That will give him a context. And this episode made me think about I remember the moment that I learned, because everybody has to learn it. I remember the moment that I learned that everybody has different experiences with in their lives growing up. I remember the moment I learned that like not everybody has the same relationship with certain people in their lives, or like the perspective. It sounds so weird because you think I would have like learned it before, but I didn't totally understand it. But I was in a mission choir thing, and we were doing like training for the mission choir, and they brought up imagine hugging your mom in public. How many of you would hug your mom in public? And they had us raise our hands. And I raised my hand because I don't give of course I'm going to hug my mom in public or whatever, but that's because the relationship I have with her. But one of my friends didn't, and I was shocked because of just who he is as a person. I was like, so I called him out because like loudmouth Sarah, and he was his response was not great. And it was a moment of like, yeah, because not everybody has the same experiences as you. And so I'm wondering if he will have that, because he seems to be in this bubble, right? Of like, everybody has the same experience as me. They can play video games. They have the same opportunities as me. They have the same chances as me. And I think Shane's reality is going to be a bucket of cold water for Kit in a way that I think he needs.
I do think it's interesting that even with all that money, like we've seen, even like the rich BL actors, like they know the consequence, of that money is not just because their family has money doesn't mean they can rely on that. Or even if they can, they still understand the importance of things. It feels like he has been coddled to the sense that none of that has broken through. I don't know, Coddle. I don't know if it's willfully, doing his own thing or he's been coddled. I can't tell.
I mean, especially if he's the youngest child, because in that family picture, he's not the only kid.
Yeah.
So especially if he's the youngest child of extremely successful parents, they've probably given up on parenting him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how often is his parents around? Like how active do we see him being parented?
Yeah, and the fact that they got this tutor because they just sort of gave up, and they're like, "Oh, he's gonna fail everything. We got to get some help in here."
Yeah, and it was very much a set it and forget it. They got the tutor, and they were like, "Parenting achieved," and they have not checked back in once.
And they're never there.
And he's in his senior year, and he's this bad at math, and they're just getting him a tutor now.
That's concerning. How do you?
16 times 1 for real?
Yeah, that's
and he said 5.
That's 3rd grade stuff.
He was like, I really don't know, with a smile on his face. I was like, oh, boo. No, sir, that's real bad.
That's elementary school level.
That's why I was like, y'all get him tested. What's going on?
Yeah, that stressed me out. I'm not gonna lie. That stressed me out.
I was like, this, and it may there. It's specifically math, so he supposedly isn't doing.
He was doing well everywhere else.
Yeah,
it was just math where he's abysmally bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't great at math, but that doesn't mean I knew my multiplication tables.
I wasn't good at math, but that's because I hated it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Turns out I'm actually pretty good at it. I just hate it so much that I ADHD.
Yeah. I really don't like when you got into the upper levels, like calculus, and then what is the other one? It goes along with physics. Ugh, I hated physics.
I successfully avoided calculus, and I'm still shocked that I was able to do it, but I avoided having to do calculus, thank God.
I was around those judgy smart kids, so I was in AP calculus because who, I didn't want to not be in it.
Why would you do that to yourself?
That's where all I hung out with those kids, and so it was pretty. I was in it was a fun group, but we were competitive nerds. So
yeah,
I was trying to get in the top 10 of my class. Those were the people I hung out with. My best friend was valedictorian. Those were my friends. So
gotcha.
If I wasn't in AP calculus, I wasn't with my friends. Who was I going to hang out with? I had no business in AP calculus. Let me tell you that. And I did not get those college credits because your girl didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah. Math genuinely dragged me down. It was a whole thing. We won't get into my high school transcripts, but yeah, he's in his senior year. You're finally noticing that his math is bad enough he needs a tutor. In his senior year, like, where have you been?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's not being actively parented in any way, shape, or form.
The fact that he was able to sleep in that late, and she was like, well, if you're going to see Shane, like, that door would have been knocked on so many times. Like, I just would not have been allowed to sleep in that late.
No. I would have had a parent in my room shaking me by that point. Like,
did you eat? What are you wearing? Not in a judgy way, just in a,
Did you eat? Have you showered? What are you wearing? Where's your backpack? Where's your shoes?
Oh, I never got all those questions. I just got you have to go. And then I had to take care of the rest. So
my mom was less active with me only because she went back. She had left teaching for a while when we were all little at the same time. And then she had gone back. So I got the least of everybody because she went back as I was finishing up because she expected my sisters, which they did a lot. They did a lot of the stuff my mom would have typically done. That's where I learned how to make a potato in 20 different ways because I would come home, but be alone and there'd be potatoes and tuna fish and potatoes.
So you do real great with the jacket potatoes in the UK because they love
oh my
tuna
gosh,
salad on jacket potatoes.
I will tell you, even though that was the only thing in my kitchen, did I ever put tuna fish on that potato? Hells to the no. Never. Take that, UK.
Oh my
I don't
God.
hate myself that much.
I don't want to ruin a potato that way. So
I just bought
let
Korean
me not
canned tuna
yuck their
fish.
yum. If they like the tuna salad on the potato, I don't want to yuck their yum. Whatever, live your life.
No, I will. You're wrong and bad.
I just got that Korean tuna fish. I keep hearing all the people talk about by all the people inside my TikTok. There are quite a few. And I don't know if TikTok fed it to me because I've watched one video and they were like, "You like this?" But it's just people. It's Korean people saying, "Get the Korean tuna fish with the it's got like a sauce in there," and they're like, "It's good enough that you can just put that on rice." And like dress it up with some vegetables and go to town, maybe some mayo and go to town. And so I am again thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Cheap, delicious meals I can make with
shelf-stable things. Let us know how tasty it is.
I will.
Oh man.
Yeah, we've also been stacking up on shelf-stable supply.
Beans, rice, canned meats.
So many lentils.
Oh, America, America, this is you. Oh wow. Anyone remember that song?
My God.
I can't get my roommate on board for the shelf-stable stuff, so I'm just working on it quietly.
Yeah.
You gotta get your corner freezer that we were talking about. Wow, we
are
way off track.
I know.
Did I tell you guys that I figured out why? Did I tell you that the ice cream wasn't freezing properly in my freezer? And it was,
really?
and I just thought I was doing something wrong. I don't know what I thought was happening, but it was literally that my freezer was down too low.
Oh my God, Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
Or too high.
Yeah, too high.
And I read a thing and it said, put it on 4. And I was like, all right, we'll see. Everything's fine. It did keep me off, frozen treats for quite some time now.
Fair enough.
Everything else is freezing?
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, apparently ice cream is less stable than the other stuff. So although other things would freeze, ice cream needs a certain temperature to stay frozen.
Interesting.
Now you know.
The more you know.
Welcome to Boys in Love, where we talk about freezer temperatures
and shelf-stable lentils.
All right, let's get on track. Let's do it. Let's do the thing. The kiss, shocking. The kiss,
right.
Okay,
I cannot believe we got a kiss this early. And they went back in. It wasn't like a kiss and then panic. It was like a kiss, and then they separated, and they were like, actually,
yeah.
Like,
I stand by what I said last week, which is that the adults are going to be the slow burn. The adults are going to be the ones who take the time, and it's going to be the kids that jump right into relationships, and then we're going to see the ups and downs of teenage relationships, which is,
it's boys in relationship, not boys finding love.
Yeah, it's boys in love, not boys finding love.
Yep. We're definitely going to get some breakups. I think on the one way, Kit's going to teach Shane how to have fun, but it's also going to backfire at some point, and Shane is going to be resentful, and they're going to have to work through it. I don't know what the conflict for Mond and
I mean, Kit is going to have to. Kit on the other side of that is going to have to learn how to take things seriously, because the like not taking things seriously is going to the like attraction of that's going to wear off. It's not just going to be the resentful bit. It's going to be the like, you have to take something seriously. With Mon and oh my God, what do I forget?
I can't remember his name.
Kim. With
I
Mon
just want to call him Shogun.
I
want to call him his name.
Didn't we clock that it was probably that Mon has so many friends?
That was my thought.
Possibly. We just didn't see them this episode, so possibly though. We did see him come up with like he didn't see that wasn't highlighted in this episode. That doesn't mean that's not it. I was gonna say also Shane going his whole goal is to go overseas. So that's definitely going to be a problem. That's very 23.5. That wasn't that, yeah. That was 23. Sorry, spoiler alert. Not spoiler alert. It's just that's the conflict in 23.5.
I will say that is one of my like least favorite tropes is the like sword of Damocles that is studying abroad, just constantly hanging over the main characters. I hate that. It's one of my least favorite tropes.
How's Moonlight Chicken too?
Yeah.
Except I could see where this would end with it being like Moonlight Chicken, where they both go together, because
maybe
Kit's got the money for it. You know, all this stuff that Shane's doing is working his ass off to have the money and the means to go abroad. Whereas Kit could very easily go abroad. It's going to have to be, I think that's going to be what's going to make him like push to actually get his grades up, is he can't go abroad if his grades aren't good. With Mon and Kim, I do wonder if it's going to come to a point where one or both of them thinks they're not good enough for the other. It's going to be one of those. I don't think Shane and Kit are going to have that fight. I think there's too many other things that could easily be that fight. But I wonder if Kim is going to be like, I'm too dumb for Mon, and Mon's going to be like, I don't know. I don't know what Mon. We don't know enough about Mon yet for me to know what his deal is.
Yeah, I'm. That's why I was like, I don't know what their conflict will be. I'm curious.
We haven't seen Mon not through Kim's eyes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's a really good point.
We have only seen him through the lens of what
interesting.
Kim sees him.
He's the only character that only exists through another character's lens.
Because we've seen both Kit and Shane through like
each other's eyes
in their own space.
In their own space, but we've never seen.
Yeah, we don't know what happens to Mon when he's not around.
Yeah, he stops existing when he's not around. I'm still trying to remember the names.
Wait, not Shane. Kim.
When he's not around Kim, for all we know, he stops existing.
I wonder if that'll shift at any point, where we'll have like almost an episode of seeing things directly from Mon's perspective. But I don't know. It's interesting. And again, I want more Pod and Papang. Like, I know that there's like the teachers would, yes, it's cute to have like the little afterthoughts, but I want to see a little bit more of them. I love them.
I mean, they were integral in the first episode. I just don't think we're going to get that every episode.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very spotty.
Yeah. They've got two couples to deal with and friends and teachers. That's a lot. And then I don't want them to cheat other stories for other stories. You know what I mean?
And it's not like we have like a main couple and a side couple in those four characters. They're all four marketed as like main leads of this series, so they're gonna have.
Although Aston talks like Aston refers to them as a side couple. Him and Shogun.
Really?
Well, the way that this is presenting thus far, Kit and Shane are the main couple.
Yeah.
Kim and Mon are the side couple, and the teachers are the third thought.
Like the tertiary third couple.
Yeah. Because he's always surprised at how not. I won't say that here. Never mind. I'll hold that. I will say, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, yes, cute. I have taken to watching clips of Aston's lives because it's hilarious. That kid, I don't know that he knows how funny he is. And I am so refreshed at seeing him naturally flustered about talking about his partner, not in a shipping way either. Did I just say that? Damn it. And then every time he's just like, let's talk about something else.
Every time. We should talk about something else.
Because he recognizes that maybe he's a talker. He's a yapper. He's a talker. So I think he's just stream of consciousness going.
Yes,
and then
sometimes things come out before he.
And he's like, you know what? Let's dial that back. I'm also fascinated with all the littles now doing their homework on lives and like talking about like using the lives to keep them motivated to do their homework.
Smart.
It's so smart. And then I forget who was it, Pond? I think Pond came on to one of their lives to help tutor them. And I just thought it was the cutest freaking thing ever. Because he was like doing some like hard math and Pond came on and was like helping him do his homework. And it's like, this is so sweet.
That's really cute.
Take care of the
Pond is
noms.
like smart.
Yeah, he crazy smart.
He's like big smart.
Yeah. And we're moving into that like age where the ones that had adopted the other ones are kind of aging up. And so the ones they adopted are now going to start adopting.
Mm-hmm.
They're ready to have kids of their
I'm
own.
having trouble with that transition. I am. They're not. I am.
They're ready to have kids of their own.
Yeah.
They are.
They are, though.
Time to be responsible.
Guys, I love this show.
Yeah, it's super cute. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
I'll
It
probably
is
watch
nice.
this episode again.
It is nice to just have like a huge fluffy thing to watch.
It's low stakes, so I can actually enjoy reaction videos to it. I'm having a hard time with them lately, but it's just cuteness. So I have to be like, I can't believe you said that.
Like I just finished the first episode of Bangkok Boys, and I was like, "Wow, that was really good, but also emotionally draining." I'm so glad to watch something where I can just be like, "Cute, just cute."
I'm really gonna feel lost when I'm done with See Your Love, because then what? Then what do you do with your life when that ends?
Episode 2 of My Stubborn came out today. I've already watched it. That's a great no thoughts, head empty show. It's a good time. Just no thoughts, head empty, choices being made. Oh, God, I love it.
When you finish See Your Love, then you can start Hisu in class 2.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be honest, you're just two of the I've seen so many people who don't like it. You guys are
because they don't know how to skip forward. If you don't like the characters that are on the screen, just skip them.
I think a lot of them are
on the plot.
I think what I've seen is, and it doesn't matter for me because I didn't read it, but a lot of people who read it are really frustrated because of how much was really stripped down.
Yeah, from what I have heard, the straight couple in the source material has a lot less screen time, but they get a decent amount of screen time in the drama, which I think is, I'm going to be honest, I think that's why that show has the budget and the length of episodes that it does. Because
they're disappointed in Korea for what they feel like is backburnering the couple that was more of the main in the book.
I can see that. I don't disagree with that take. I will just say that I enjoyed this, which this is me speaking.
I know.
I enjoyed the straight couple. I didn't dislike them. So I wasn't as upset by that, but I could see somebody being upset by that.
Yeah.
I got to a point with the straight couple where I was just like, you know what? I know enough about the two of you that you have no bearing on the plot that I care about, so I can skip you if I want to. And I did. I think the other point is that the show, yes, it's like romance, obviously, because you're watching it's a slow burn. That's the other thing. People are really falling out of love with slow burns, especially in BL world. They're really falling out of love with slow burns, and I need them to try to love them again. And it's a slow burn because you're going from there's just like a lot of feelings. They're teenagers. It's a lot of feelings. And on top of that, the focus of the show is not actually, by the end, not as much about romance and more almost about friendship and like how you navigate. I was really impressed that they navigated coming out. They were navigating a coming out story, and it wasn't just like a let's gloss over it, like
the scene with the sister on the roof.
Yes,
that was so good. Like
Yeah,
you could tell
oh,
she was surprised. It took her by shock, and she
took a beat
took a beat,
and then she kept going.
and then she was like, "Okay, well then, am I never gonna see you with a boyfriend?" Like,
Yeah,
like went
it,
straight back to being a sister, and I liked that a lot.
there was a reality to the story that I really enjoyed. Yes, I do think that they spent too much time on the straight couple, but you can also just skip those parts.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I don't know many people. I'm not a skipper. I'm not good at that.
I'm not
That's
either.
fine.
Yeah.
I got tired of watching. I will say I got tired of more than the straight couple. Truly, I got tired of watching Chan Young play tennis. I was like, let's just move on. Why do we
I
have to
will
keep
say
watching
by
this
the
clown
end of
play
that,
tennis?
I was like, I think he might just not be that good at tennis.
I think he might not be good at tennis. Anyway, I really love the show for a variety of reasons and more than just BL reasons, but also Yoshi knows because I was screaming at him for an entire series. Fucking love the gay babies. Oh my god. Hisu and Sungwon are just the most precious little things. You think this crew is cute?
Mm-hmm.
Hisu and Sungwon, shut up. What? Down bad?
Very
down,
cute. But I
Sungwon
think that
is the poster for down bad. What are we doing?
I think if you approach it less like you're watching a Korean BL and more like you're just watching a K-drama, it might be
okay.
a little easier.
I think that was the critique. They were like, "Oh, we're watching a K-drama. Great, but it's a K-drama. It's not BL." That was literally the video of somebody I watched. That's literally what she said. And so she was mad about it because she really loved the source material, and so thought she was going to be getting that. So I don't think they think it's bad. I think they're mad. And to be fair, the only people I saw with that critique were people who had read the source material.
Yeah.
Not people who watched it fresh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that. But I was curious. I'm glad we had this talk because I was like, well, I know you guys love it. So I was like, what's going on?
I also worry about people putting too many expectations on Korean BLs at the moment. They are growing, they are getting gayer, but Korea is still not where Thailand is, not where Taiwan is, not even where Japan is. Like,
that's fair.
They're still getting there, and this, and especially around high school BLs in Korea, the likelihood that you're going to get a kiss out of a Korean BL that takes place in a high school, low. And if it is, the budget is not going to be big. That's going to be it's.
I think they also, a lot of people came in with, oh my God, I'm blanking on the one that was huge. The one that like blew up BL in Korea and got us a lot more Korean BLs.
Light on Me?
No, the big.
Oh, the Love in the Big City?
No. The one that put them on the map. Jesus, why can't I? And then he went to the military.
Love?
Semantic Error?
Yeah. Semantic Error was the one that broke records. Semantic Error is the reason why they actually started putting money into more BLs. So I think people came in with that and remember we were talking in the group chat, like it depends on where you come in. And so they put these expectations on based on what they're seeing in that moment in time. And I was just, the kiss thing, we know the actors were the leaders of those kisses. Those were not directed. Those were not like in the writing. The actors put that in. But I think people see that and think that's what they can get. Not understanding like the background of it, and that's unrealistic, like you said.
Also, just in general, at least for me, when I'm starting a BL, if it's a Korean BL, I go in knowing there's like a 50 chance that this is just gonna be terrible. Like,
oh damn!
I thought you were gonna say there's a 50-50 chance that there's a kiss, because that's how I feel about it.
No, for me, Korean BLs tend to be like very, very hit or miss.
There's a very hot conversation that's a little touchy around like just the defining of BL quality based on the country.
I think that their highs, Their highs are very, very high, but their lows are very, very low.
If that's the case, I can't remember if you caught up on the chat yet, but you need to catch up on the chat with Nikki because we had that discussion yesterday.
Yeah. Because that's what she's going through all the countries in Vicky. She's going country by country.
It was so funny that she said a shoulder to cry on the way she did because I loved a shoulder to cry on, but I
was surprised you guys didn't get upset.
Well, I was just like, and I am, the older I get, the more I think this way. Everybody has their different tastes and their different vibes. There's very few shows these days where I will go all in and be like, you're actually insane for disliking this. There's very few shows now where I'm like, you're out of your mind for disliking the show.
My general feeling, if I like something and somebody's like, this is bad, I'm like, my general thought is, oh, you're allowed to be wrong. And then I move on.
And well, part of the reason I've moved into that way of thinking is because I love Taiwanese BLs so much. And so many people have big feelings about Taiwanese BLs that I'm like, you know what? Feel how you feel about it. I think you're wrong in some instances, but I also understand that everybody has their sticking points. So
I'm always in that curious space. So I'm like, what is this experience for them that it's so different from mine? Like what's going on? And I did have a hard time with, to be honest. I'm watching Javi watch Perfect 10 Liners, and he has a real hard time with Yotha Gun.
Oh,
yes, he does. And he said he's done the writing is bad. The whole that, like what I was seeing on Twitter, and I was like, oh, this is somebody I actually respect their opinion. So I'm trying to like understand it, but also it is a little hard for me to watch. Like I haven't watched the last 2 episodes he did because I could tell he was going to be going in on them, and I was not going to particularly enjoy. It's not fun to watch somebody be super critical of something you really love.
That was why when Nikki shared one of her last opinions, and we all were like, okay, and you jumped in and was like,
because I said all this to her.
Oh, yeah, I remember
so
what
I just
one you're
repeated
talking about.
it.
Yeah, it was like, pump the brakes, friend. I
wasn't trying to tell her to like it. I was explaining why it's important to a lot of people. And I feel like, so he actually read one of my comments because I think he's curious because everyone loves them so much and he feels disconnected, but rightfully so. And so I am trying to get ready to watch it without being defensive, which I know I am right now, because I'm just like, oh, come on. Like, how do you not see? Because he doesn't like Yotha, and he doesn't like Yotha.
I love my little messy child.
I haven't watched to see if he gets there, but there are some people who watch shows with their own baggage, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
So his from his decision from the beginning was, well, he clearly knows he loves him, so this is dumb. This is bad writing. They're just doing this to stretch out the story. Like obviously he knows he likes him. You can tell he likes him. And I can't tell. The episode has happened now where we understand that better. And I don't think it made a difference for him. To him, that's dumb. You know what I mean? Like and I don't want to speak for him because I did not watch it yet. So maybe he doesn't say that, but it's kind of I was looking at the comments to see if I should go in or not. And there was a lot of comments saying, the writing was really not strong for this. It's the characters and the actors that really kept it going, but there's so many holes in this and it doesn't make any sense. And I was just like, this is the conversation I saw on Twitter. So I was like, oh damn, like there are real people, not just some of the Twitter stuff. I just feel like are people feeding into their own anger loop.
Yeah, it is.
But this was different. This was like really detailed, measured discussion about it and in such a succinct way of like, we just like those actors. They did great. But the story was not good.
I don't agree with that.
I don't either. I'm trying to
I can see where parts of the Yotha Gun story are weak in the storytelling. But when you say something is bad writing, I need you to come with more than, well, I just didn't like that this character did this thing.
Right.
I don't know that I
Not
think that
writing all the time. And like you said, like people come in with like their own baggage. And my frustration comes in those critiques where I'm like, okay, is it just your baggage getting in the way of you liking this, or is it actually bad writing? Because one of my favorite BLs, loved it so much. I still love it. I'll watch it anytime. It brings me joy. Most people I know, if I bring it up, love it. I told a friend to watch it because it's incredible. They came to me and at the end of it and they were like, I can't believe you had me watch that, and it was good until the last episode, and then XYZ happened and I hated it because XYZ happened. And I was like, what? And it was like throughout the rest of the story because this one thing happened, and I was like, okay. But it was all their own baggage, and it wasn't actually that the story was bad.
Mm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So it's like, which like their feelings are valid, but at the same time, don't say the show is bad because you have issues with something. Do you know does that make sense?
And I do think some of it, and what I've said, I see this so often with reactors, is they specifically around GMM have decided GMM is this thing. And so then they make it fit, and they almost take the story out of what it actually is, because they're trying to fit it into, look at GMM being GMM again. And I'm like, but sometimes it's not being like, these writers are individuals, these producers and directors are individuals. It's not all packaged as one thing. I do think there are touch points that they're trying to reach as a company, but in this one, like, he was, in the way we were celebrating a tight 8, he was bemusing them, stretching it out so it could reach all the, they're trying to make each story he was saying they were stretching for even the 8 episodes, where we were like, oh, these are right. It was
tight.
so he was like, they're dragging it out. They're dragging Yothan Gunn out because clearly he knows he likes him. And why are we doing this over and over? And he was mad that Yotha wouldn't speak, wouldn't just say how he feels, wouldn't just say the words. And I'm running into this a lot in people's critique of things. People being mad at Akin, people being mad at Yotha. And I don't think people realize how you can be frozen or not have the language to say things.
I also think it's cultural. From what I'm understanding from that woman who has lived in Thailand for 8 years and has started giving people like tips, one of the first things she said is that people don't say things. They keep a lot to themselves. Like there's not, so it's also, I think it could also technically be cultural as well.
You're right.
We're a culture where it is normalized that we just blah to everybody and say the thing and create the conflict. And
so I was going to say something slightly out of pocket. If I offend anyone, I apologize in advance. But when I went to a predominantly white school, and I found that difference, like conversations I would have in my family, they were like, you guys talk about that stuff? And it felt very white versus black for me, where there were certain things you just didn't talk about at the dinner table kind of culture, because I was in a middle class, predominantly white neighborhood. And there's just like, you don't go there. You don't discuss those things. You talk about that with your parents. But like in my household, it was just like blah, blah, blah. But that's I take that back, because I know a lot of black families that don't talk about a bunch of stuff. So it's not actually that, but it felt like that through my lens at that time, because my entire family was very much extended family too. We just put it all on the street, and they did not. And I was so confused by it. But like, yeah. So yes, to what you're saying. Yes. Well, yeah, it's been, I'm going to watch them just because I am curious. I just need it to not make me mad. When he said that, why is he so mad at Claw for fighting? Or no, he didn't understand. He couldn't even relate to why it was a problem that Yotha was fighting all of the time.
Oh no.
And he was like, well, I mean, it's just some fights he's getting in. And I'm just like, it's bad. Like that's he's instead of like doing self-harm, he's using other people to, that's his version of self-harm, like going out and creating scenarios where it's messed up. And I was like, oh, you don't see Yotha. And I think a lot of people didn't see him. That's puppy crying. Puppy wants to go out.
There's a dog at the dog park and she's just freaking out. She's fine.
Okay. You know that dog? Is that your friend or your enemy?
No, she does not know that dog. She scares away every dog that approaches her because she barks at them. But she's like, that's the equivalent of her being like, hey, let's be friends. And they're like, ugh. And
This is a lot. This is a lot of energy.
yeah, a lot. And then she will like play with them for approximately 2 seconds and then be like, oh, I'm bored now. And then walks away. And I'm like, bitch, what are we doing here? What is happening? Yeah. So Gus and I just watch her as she crashes out.
All right, friends. I think we have hit all the what time is it? Wait, where's my phone?
Remember that we watched Golden Blood. We put the episodes out as quick as we can. We're watching it. Last week for us was rough. Others apparently really liked it.
I saw people say it was really interesting. People have jumped on board. Said it was one of the best episodes. It was number one in America last week. Number one.
It was the worst episode of the series so far in my head, but that's just me. So whatever. Oh God. Okay.
So, cool. But good for them. Hey.
Yeah.
Good for them. And it finally was number one in Thailand. So good for them.
Yeah, go off.
All right, friends. I think we are done. We will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.